Hello everybody, Jessica here welcoming you today for another great seated cardio walking workout. Today we are going to be using the low impact chair exercises to help us burn fat and calories while also strengthening the muscles throughout the entire body. Let's go ahead and take a second to get set up for today's workout. I recommend having some water handy, staying hydrated as we go through today's workout. You also need your chair. We are completely seated today, and a set of light hand weights, completely optional to increase the challenge for those upper body and core muscles. Go ahead, set up with whatever you need. We're going to get started with our warm-up right now. Plant those feet here in the chair to start, and let's just go ahead and round ourselves down to the forearms on the thighs and give me a gentle swing open of this left arm. Swap it out for the right. Open up a little spine flexibility here. Let's go one more set. Round and roll yourself on up. Roll the shoulders up and back. Nice, easy start here today, but do not worry. We have some really great movements ahead of us here today. We will be picking up the intensity just a bit. Last one here. And let's go left, right, and left with the ears over the shoulders. Beginning of the week, we're just going to give this body a little extra time to open up here today. Last set. Let's take those arms out to the sides, overhead. Cross them in front of you as you bring them down. Few more here. And let's go right arm up and back. Switch it to the left. And then across the body, left to the right, right to the left. Pull those core muscles up and in, picking up the pace just a little bit. See if you can catch the right arm over here to the left. Pedal those feet as you just hold a nice shoulder stretch here. And then let's swing through left to right, right to left. See if you can catch that left arm this time. Tap those toes, warm up the ankles and the shins. And let that go. Lean yourself on back. A last warm-up stretch here today. Windshield wipers, side to side. Open up those hip flexors. We're going to be getting lots of steps in here today. And before we get started, just a reminder to modify anything that you need here too. Smaller, slower movements, or substitute something else in if there is a movement that doesn't feel safe or comfortable. Okay, let's bring it on up and take some nice, easy steps here. If you are working with hand weights, go ahead and get those ready. We're going to be taking walking steps in between each of our exercises, and we will repeat each exercise 2 times before moving on to the next. Let your heart rate climb here. You can pick up your pace at any time. Few more seconds with these steps. Let's widen out those legs just a bit. Drop those arms down to the side, both arms at once or alternate here. Hammer, curl, toe, tap in. Let's go. Great job. 4 more. We go back to our walking steps. In 2 and 1, walk it out here. We're going to repeat that one more time, and then we will move on to the next exercise set. Hopefully things are starting to warm up. Step it out just a bit. Drop those arms, hammer curl, toe tap in. Really try to open the front of the ankle here. A little bit of extra foot mobility, ankle mobility and foot strength. Last 4 here. Back to our walk. 2, 1. Our next exercise, we're going to be taking a tap back with a close press. So both arms together, or if you would like one arm to the center, if you want to alternate them, depending on how those arms feel and how heavy your weights start to feel through the movement. Alternating the legs. Let's start it off here, right side first. Last 4 in this set. Walk it out. Get ready for the second set. Last time through this movement, try to focus on the triceps here and definitely keep the shoulders relaxed away from the ear. So try not to scrunch up, especially as these weights start to feel heavy towards the end. We're again going to start it off right side. Last 4 here. And 1, walk it out. Our next exercise is a 2-parter. We're going to be taking 2 jacks and 2 punches with the right arm the whole way through. And then when we repeat that a second time, it'll be 2 jacks and 2 punches with the left arm the whole way through. So splitting it up on those sets. If you happen to alternate the arms on the first set, just make sure that you also alternate them on the second so that it stays even through both arms. Give me some more good walking steps here, holding that heart rate nice and steady. Okay, let's go here. 2 jacks, alternate the legs, 2 punches, right arm, follow me, just to make sure you don't get lost. Here we go. Doing great, hang in here. Two more sets. Last set here. How is that right arm feeling? Nice and tired? Me too. Walk it out. Let's get ready. Remember, if you were working with only the right arm that first round, we're switching it to the left. If you were alternating those punching arms, keep doing so through this second round. Jacks and then 2 punches. Here we go. Get a little bit of core in here, get some arm strength. Two more sets, this one and one more here, last set. Walk it out. If you need a water break early, take one during these walking steps so you don't miss the more challenging exercises. But we have about 15 exercises here today, so after every 5, we will slow down, have an opportunity for the water break or the stretch. So you are just about there. We've done 3, so 2 more exercises and we'll get that water break, okay? We're gonna go to kicks and scoop arms. So a big circle out, up, and in. You are welcome to alternate those arms opposite of your kicking leg. So it'll look like this, or you can double it up and take both arms, still alternating those legs. I will start alternating if you would like to see that a little bit more, and then I will go to double arms. So just follow along with whichever movement you prefer. Here we go. Right leg starts us off. Last 4, wherever you are. 2 and 1. Walk it back out. Pick up your pace. If you're losing a little bit of heart rate, if you need it a little bit easier, slow it down, slow down your steps. Ready for those circle arms and kicks. So one more time. Now I will note one little difference here that I did notice on the alternating arms. I did notice a little more core work in there, and there is a trade-off because if you're doing both arms, you're losing the core work, but you're doubling up for that upper body and arm strength. So it's really just a matter of preference. One isn't better than the other. It's just where you want to put those extra little touches into the effort. I think since I did so much of double arms on the first one, I'll balance it out alternating here. But as we go forward, just kind of thinking about which movement is best for you. Here we go. Right leg, let's go here. Start it off. Four more here. 2 and 1. Walk it out. One more movement and then we have that water break. We're going to take it 2 times. This one is pretty straightforward, although there is fun options with the lower body. This one's different than the upper body. So instead of taking one leg at a time, you can take two, crossing those ankles. But you want to make sure if you take that movement that you're stable in your chair, you're not going to get tripped up, kind of locking those feet together and then risking coming out of the chair. So I'm going to leave that up to you. I will, of course, show you both options. Widen out those feet here. Arms come out to a T. Drop the shoulders and lower the hands just a bit. Make sure that you don't come all the way into the shoulders or to the side of the face. T curls and cross taps here, right leg first. If you would like, both legs. Four more here. Walk it back out. One more time there. Shake out a little bit if you need to. Early break if you need it. Trust me, plenty of movement here for us today. Nice and strong. Let's go ahead and get our second set done. Arms out, shoulders dropped. Squeeze those back muscles just a little bit. You can really get a lot out of this movement. Widen out those legs, and we go here. Whichever legs are best for you. Four more. 2 and 1. Pedal the feet. Take a slow walk here. If you do not need a break, keep your pace. I'm gonna grab some water. Working hard here today. Good. About 10 more seconds. Come back to your walking steps when you're ready. Just thinking ahead here, our next exercise is going to be either a heel lift, calf raise, or a knee up, torso rotation. Let's all come back here to these steps together. If you lost a little heart rate, pick it back up. Want to make sure we're burning body fat and calories here. Getting our steps in for sure. You can leave those legs narrow or you can widen them out. And again, if coming to a knee lift is not a good fit for you, or you feel like you're having to lean really far back to accommodate lifting the knee, just take it to a heel raise instead. I want you to really work where you can control the movement and getting all of that beautiful ab and core work, bracing them up and in. Right knee starts us off, or right leg. Let's go here. Four more. And 1. Walk it back out. Toughen the core. Thankfully, it doesn't take real long. Here we go. Second time. Hopefully you're ready for it. Core muscles got a little bit of a break. Right and left. Let's go here. 4 more. 2 and 1. Walk it back out. Great job. Next exercise, we're gonna give the legs and the feet a little bit of a break, and it's going to be only the arms. We're really gonna be focusing on the biceps and the triceps here. Core holding you tight. We're gonna have a slight lean forward, so please make sure that that work is through the core and not stressing the low back by overloading it with too much work. So pull those core muscles up and in. Stay seated a little more upright if you need to. That's the modification that I would recommend for this one. Okay, hold those feet. Lean yourself forward. Pull the right arm up, left arm back into a tricep extension, and we switch. Four more sets. 3, 2, 1. Walk it out. We're gonna take that one more time. Beautiful job here. Let's set up for it again. Lean yourself forward, pull those core muscles up and in, elbows stay in at the sides. Right arm up, left arm back, and switch. Not a lot of movement happening through the trunk of the body. It's all in the arms. They are talking to me. 3, 2, and 1. Walk it out. Great job here. We're gonna split up the next one again. 2 for the right side, 2 for the left side, and a little bit of variation in between. So we are going to go ahead here. Pin that right elbow in and slightly forward. So it's almost resting here on the front of the core muscles. We're gonna be working on some rotator cuff strength here while also taking some offset steps. So right leg, right arm. Let's go here. Left arm gets a break. That arm and elbow stay in. You don't have to go for a big movement. Just a nice, smooth, controlled one. Four more. 2, 1. Walk it out. Left arm is going to be nice and fresh. Ready for that second round? Same thing here. Right arm, right leg. Send that elbow forward, keep it pinned in. Shoulder stays out of the ears. Only open the hand as far as feels comfortable. We're going for strength. We're not going for an extra big movement. We're not trying to increase mobility with this one. Let's go here. Two more, and walk it out. Beautiful job. Okay, we will take that on the left side, but like I said, breaking it up, a little bit of variation in between because I know that you were probably feeling those quad muscles there too. We're gonna go overhead sides here, alternating between right and left. So pretty straightforward with this one. let's go ahead here, start it off with me. Four more. Walk it out. One more set of that. We will take the rotator cuff strength for the left side. Then we have our second water break. So if you're kind of starting to wonder where that is, it's coming up soon. Last set here, overhead side skier. Give me nice, smooth, strong arms and nice oblique work. Let's go here, alternating between right and left. Last four. And one. Walk it out. We're getting there. I know this is a longer workout here today. We decreased the intensity just a little bit here, I would say. Hopefully we're working at kind of a 5, 6, or 7 range out of a 1 through 10 scale. We've got a little more time ahead of us here today, so just try to pace yourself. Slow, steady state cardio. Set up for that left arm rotator cuff, and if you forgot what it was, no worries. Send that elbow slightly forward, connecting it in to the side of the core here. Right arm gets a break, left leg follows, left arm. Keep that elbow in. Four more. 2 and 1. Walk it back out. We have that one more time. We'll take a little bit of a break and then we'll have our final 5 movements. So you are just about 2/3 of the way there. Shake out anything that you need to here. And let's get set up for it. Second set, nice and strong. Here we go. Last 4 and 1. That one adds up quick. Okay, slow down the pace of the walk if you need to. Give those hands a rest if you need to. Just keep some light, easy movement best you can. Take a water break or some stretches here. Catch your breath. Getting ourselves ready to come into the next 5 exercises, nice and strong. So we may be giving up 20 to 30 seconds here, but if that allows us to really crush the next 5 movements, it's a good investment. And let's go ahead, come back to our walking steps, nice and easy. And then pick it up to your steady pace. We're gonna turn ourselves slightly to the right, just making sure that this left space is open for heel toe with this left leg. And we're gonna be taking speed bag arms here. Please watch out for the face. You can keep those arms a little bit lower if you need to. So heel toe here while we go speed bag arms. Four more. 3, 2, 1. Drop those arms. Just give me a little bit of a walk here. Keep walking while I go ahead and just highlight an option that you may or may not want to take for the next set. If on that first set you were going forward, maybe on the second set, you would like to add in a little variation and work that by pulling in. So reversing the movement, completely optional. It's a get to, not a have to. If you prefer that forward movement, totally fine. Keep walking it out here. This is a longer workout, so I just like to give options to keep it fresh and maybe so that it doesn't get a little monotonous through. Best we can anyways. Here we go. We're gonna heel toe, left leg, and work those arms wherever you prefer. And 30. Bring it back into the center. Walk it out. Scary part is over. We are going to take that where the right leg is going to heel toe over to the left. Except, again, adding in that variation, we're going to go low arms. So no more towards the face. It always makes me just a little bit nervous. Here we go. We're going to break that up, though. We're going to go into some really good core work. Plant solid through the feet. Try to minimize movement through the hips, so no wiggling here. We're gonna go figure eights to the right, to the left. Think about rowing a boat. Four more. 2, 1. We may have lost a little heart rate on that one. Pick it back up here with your walking steps. The core and the ab work, well worth it though. Slight little dip in the heart rate in exchange for some really great ab strengthening is a pretty good trade-off. We have one more set of that. Let's go here, set up for it. Hopefully that heart rate come back up a little bit to the right and the left. Four more. 2 and 1. Walk it back out. Great job here. We're gonna go into that speed bag, keeping it low this time. So we will, first set, have the option to go forward. Second set, option to roll in. So up to you if you wanna take those, whichever ones you like for 2 sets. Let's go ahead here, turn it to the left. Right foot is gonna heel toe back this time. So go ahead, set up for that here, and let's go. 4 more. 2 and 1. Walk it out here. One more set. I know it's a little tight here with the left arm if you have a chair like mine, but just do the best you can here. Keep yourself moving. Working in variation to those arms or keeping it with what you went with the first round. Let's go ahead here. Second set. Take those right toes back. And here we go. Four more. 3, 2, 1. Walk it back to the center. 2 more exercises, and then that's a wrap. We're gonna just go ahead and get this one done. It is the one that you love to hate, or maybe hopefully hate to love, jumping jills. Very challenging. It does not need to be perfect for you to be making progress. So arms go in, leg goes out, and then we're going to switch it. So you can alternate those legs or you can take them together, which makes it so much tougher. If you want to start with me, arms out and then pull them in, legs out, and we go here. Like I said, single leg is a good option and a modification for this. Core pulled up and in. 4 more. 2, 1. Great job here. Walk it out. Beautiful work. One more time, and then one more exercise, and then we're gonna go ahead, hit our cool down stretches, and you are back to your day, knowing that you did something wonderful, and it's always such a great feeling to take with you. So, you're gonna feel amazing when we're done. Here we go. Arms out and set those legs again, alternating or both. I know. 4 more. And 1. Walk. Hit on out. My goodness. Last exercise. We're gonna take a heel tap forward, flexing the toes up. So I do want a little bit of shin and ankle strengthening here. So best you can, pull the top of the foot up towards you, and we're gonna take an upright row. So just pulling the weight up the front of the body, making sure we're not scrunching up into the neck. So just elbows up and out and back down. And you can switch that up to something else if you need to. One arm or both. Let's go here, start off with the right leg. It's a burner. 4 more. 2, 1. Last time here. Walk it out. How are you doing? We're gonna make it through one more set. Home stretch. Hang on here. Wiggle it on out. Get ready for it. If you're starting to feel the arms are burning, the legs are burning, I feel it too. We're gonna do this together, okay? Here we go. Last time. 4 more. 2 and 1. Easy pace walk here. If you have a basket or something, you can set the weights off to the side and go ahead, do that. Otherwise, just go ahead, stuff them underneath the seat of your chair so that there are no tripping hazards. Go ahead here, cross those arms side to side, maybe a little bit of a lean. And then let's step out big. So think about opening the right hip, reaching across with the left, back in, other side. Cardio is done. You do not need to rush this movement. We're re-lengthening everything back out. Lots of steps here today. I love working in the chair. I love our chair workouts, but if you notice these hip flexors, they are so shortened here. And then of course, when we're stepping, we're shortening them even more. So I would like to open those up for us. Turn yourself to the right, and maybe we just start by dropping this left knee. It doesn't need to be wide. It's just right under the hip. And now this hip flexor is open. Okay, so these hip flexors do reach here from the front through, and they do connect to the spine. So tight hip flexors are going to pull some tension forward on the vertebra. So they do affect this low back, and we don't want that having any sort of tightness to it. Long story short, if this is enough of a stretch, stay here. If it's not going to be crazy, you can press it back, and that is going to open the angle a little bit more. You should not be feeling any sort of pain, irritation, tingling, or burning anywhere in the body through this. You should be able to breathe. And yeah, you feel a stretch, but it's not terrible, right? It's not uncomfortable or painful. Let's take it back in and switch it right to the other side. We're gonna start easy here, just seeing where it is on this side. Different sides of the body could have different mobilities and flexibility. So dropping that right knee under the hip, keeping it tucked in a little bit. Chair is here to give you some support. Give it a few seconds. See how that's going, and maybe we work it back a little bit. Is this side tighter, looser, better than the other? That's normal. We're gonna spin it back to the front here in just a second, and we're gonna leave the legs wide. So we're just gonna kind of swivel those hips on in and work a nice inner thigh stretch here. You can kind of sweet tuck yourself into it and then lean forward here. Maybe dropping to the forearms, coming down through the low back just a bit more. Great. Let's roll it on up and stretch those arms out here to the sides, pinkies back, flip it over, thumbs back, and then flex the fingertips back and stretch those fingertips open, holding on to those weights. Get them back open. Up, overhead, and drop those hands behind you. Open the triceps. Last stretch here, and you are back to your day. Open them up overhead. Good deep breath in. Exhale, down to the side. Great job here today. So this was a longer workout compared to what we have been working with lately, but I do know that we are entering the season of sweet treats and the lattes and the fall foods and the Halloween candies. So really great way to work on our endurance, stamina, getting those muscles involved, helping to boost our metabolic rate for the next 24 hours through that muscle recovery, while also working in a cardio zone, burning fat and calories throughout the duration of this workout. So great job here today, and maybe hoping counterbalancing some of the the sweets and the holiday eating that we will be entering into. Of course, this workout is always here, so come back to it as often as you would like or need to, and I will have new workouts for us, so make sure that you are subscribed so that you do not miss those. Great job here today, and as promised, I hope that you have that wonderful, amazing feeling that you can take with you throughout the day, and at the very least, you know that you created this time to focus on your health and fitness goals, and you gave yourself that gift, even if it was a little bit challenging to stay mentally focused on the positive things throughout some of our